set of banknotes. So we have 9 different sets of banknotes from 9 different countries. Well, they are not really sets because some of these banknotes are I only obtained one, though some are double, but it's just one denomination. So we'll check the currencies. So firstly we have the okay, I got it wrong. So we have the Canadian dollar. That's the first one. The next is the Nigerian Naira. The next will be the Italian Liras. I only obtained one of these. Next we have Lebanese Pounds, which I only have 2. Swedish Kronor, which I only obtained 1. Iranian Rial, which I only have 1 as well. Turkish Lira, which I only obtained 1, but it's an old one as well. It's an old one. Some currencies from South. Yeah, this is my first currency from South America. I actually wanted to collect Brazilian Reais, but I got this one instead because this was cheaper. So I got Venezuelan Bolivares. And lastly, we got Egyptian Pounds, which I only obtained 1, but I actually have 2. I have a 5 piastres note. Anyways, let's get into the video. So first up, we start with the Canadian dollar. So the Canadian dollar, yeah, I know. What's it made of? It's made of this plastic thing called polymer. But everyone out there who thinks that the polymer is from Canada, Australia actually made these polymer type of things. But Canada prints their banknotes in their own bank. Unlike other countries, their banknotes are printed by the Reserve Bank of Australia. And yeah. So we'll start with the portrait, and then we will go to the security features. So on the portrait on the front, we got a portrait of Sir Wilfrid Laurier. He was elected to the House of Commons in 1874. He remained a member of Parliament for 45 consecutive years and was leader of the Liberal Party for 32 of them. Laurier was Canada's first francophone prime minister. If you don't know what francophone means, a francophone is someone who speaks French. He was a master in the art of constructive compromise and a passionate advocate of national unity. His government promoted national development and expansion, encouraging immigration from Europe and the United States to Western Canada, supporting the construction of a second transcontinental railway and overseeing the incorporation into the country of 2 provinces, Alberta and Saskatchewan, as well as the Yukon Territory. Every Canadian banknote in this side of the note has a building. Well, we can't quite see the building in this one, but if we both just tilt this, we can kind of see it. There we go. It's shining. So the building reminds me a bit of the British Pounds, which I do not have. So the building is the West Block of the Parliament, which is now named Mackenzie Tower, after Alexander Mackenzie, Canada's second Prime Minister. All over the front and this clear window, there are maple leaves, obviously. or ISS, program is its expertise in robotics. On the ISS, Canadarm2 is the 17-meter-long robotic arm that plays a major role in the assembly and maintenance of the station. It is frequently mated to Dexter, or Dexter, if you pronounce it in the French way, which is short for Special Purpose Dexterous Manipulator. The two-armed robot can sometimes referred to as the Canada Hand, acts as the station's outdoor handyman. Canadarm2 and Dexter are mounted on a movable work platform and storage facility called the Mobile Base. Over down here on the satellite of the Earth, we can see the map of Canada. It might not look like it, but I just checked on the website. It does say it's the map of Canada. And there's an illustration of 5 stars in the note as well. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So security features. This banknote has a raised interior printing. So basically, raised interior printing is in probably not really every, but most of the banknote in today's time. They put these special type of ink, so like counterfeiters don't have this type of ink. So like if someone ever gets a counterfeit, they could just scratch the portrait, then like it will feel rough. Obviously, we can see these clear windows, which are also another security feature. We can see the shiny stuff in here, but we can't quite see it because it's kind of worn out. Over here is the coolest feature. If you look through here, you can see what looks like the dollar sign and number 5, but since I can't do that because of the camera facing down and there's no lighting down here, I'll just point the laser through it. You can see that at the back it has these dots. You see these yellow dots over there? That is the Iranian constellation. Basically, this was discovered on a European banknote, and it is actually used in every banknote. Well, not really every banknote, but like in some banknotes in other countries, they use the Iranian constellation. So the purpose of this is if a printer detects it, it will distort the image when it comes out. Over here on this side, there is a micro printing feature or micro lettering feature, but we can't quite see it because of the camera, because of the quality of the camera I currently have. So yeah, that is the Canadian dollar. Let us move to the next currency. Next up is the Nigerian Naira. Got to switch my. Yep, there we go. So yeah, I am reading off a website. So I only have a 5 and a 50 Naira note. So most of the banknotes I have bought, they come from a second hand. Not really like second hand, but like it's like already used banknotes and someone selling it. So apparently this one, I bought it from a guy who sold this, and this is really used, and I don't know how did someone manage to tear this. I am so confused, but I still kept it in my collection even though it's teared. I mean, it's taped up anyways. So yeah, let's start with the portraits. The front of the 5 is depicts a portrait of Sir Abubakar Tafawa Balewa. By the way, I forgot to tell everyone that I'm sorry in advance, really sorry in advance to pronounce some of the things depicted in the banknotes. I'm not really that good at foreign languages, though I am learning a lot of foreign languages, but yeah, mistakes can be made sometimes. Back to the portrait of Sir Abu Bakr Tafawa Balewa. He was the first Prime Minister of an independent Nigeria. Sir Abu Bakr Tafawa Balewa was born in Tafawa Balewa, a town in the Bauchi state, and he was educated as a teacher. He later became a politician and was elected to the Northern Region House of Assembly in 1947 and in 1951 to the Federal House of Representatives. He was a founder and, until his death, the deputy president of the Northern People's Congress. Balewa became Prime Minister in 1957 and had independence in 1960. He remained in his post. Sir Tafawa Balewa was widely admired for his simplicity and humility. Unfortunately, he was killed in the January 1966 military coup. The pigs. Let me try to pronounce this right. Okay, it's a NKPOKITI. I'll just Pokiti dancers. I'm so sorry. From the southeastern part of Nigeria. So you can see they got the drums as well. So it says 5 Naira in 3 different languages within Nigeria. Yes, they don't just speak English or Pidgin. They got other languages as well. Next, banknote, which is the 50 Naira. Doesn't really feature that much, but there are 4 Nigerians on the front. These 4 Nigerians, they represent the people of Nigeria as a whole. And nothing else. That's what it says in the website. The back, however, it has 3 people. It depicts 3 local fishermen. Okay, they look like they've caught a big fish. Okay, and once again, it's in 3 different languages. The denomination is in 3 different languages. Now, of course, the one security feature. So, there are no raised printing in Nigerian notes, but I think in the paper notes they have. I actually don't know. Instead, they got these raised lines going through the portrait, going through the wordings. And of course, there's this clear window, and it has this, when you do this thing, this, I do this thing, this green thing over here kind of shifts to gold. There is a shadow image over here that it says CBN. There's a seed register over here. A seed register is when half of the image is printed at the back and half of it is on the front. Let me just see if the 3 seed register matches up. I've actually tried to match this up before, but they don't match up. Maybe I just didn't see it the right way. Okay, so it's not matching up. I just looked closely. Okay, so this is probably a counterfeit. And the shadow image, however, it does appear. This is the same for the 50. the 50, however, the Safe Register matches up, and you can see the shadow image right there saying CPN. The 50 also has like okay, the camera cannot see it, so I'll just do that for now. Anyways, that is the Nigerian Naira. Let us move to the next currency. The next currency is Italian Lira. This is pre-Euro Italia. I mean, this is pre-Euro Italy. So we only have one apparently, but there's a 2,000 denomination up to 100,000, I think. So this was made during, like I said, pre-Euro, so the economy wasn't that good. So the portrait on the front features Maria Montessori. She was an Italian physician and educator, best known for her philosophy of education and her writing on scientific pedagogy. At an early age, Montessori enrolled in classes at an all-boys technical school with hopes of becoming an engineer. She soon had a change of heart and began medical school at the Sapienza University of Rome, becoming one of the first women to attend medical school in Italy. She graduated with honors in 1896. The portrait at the back features Armando Spadini's painting called Bambini allo Studio. Security features include a watermark over there, the logo of the Banca d'Italia, which is right there. This is the logo of the Bank of Italy. Then a line right here. There's UV features. Yep, this is the first banknote that has UV features. The other two had none because apparently they were made of plastic. Well, not really. Not most plastic banknotes have. Do not have UV features. Australian notes, for example, they still have it. So you can see it's just mostly the like these little lines right there. This can also be a flashlight, so you can probably that's not help. So I use a different flashlight. This can also be a laser. This light can be everything. Anyways, that is the Italian Lira. Let us move to the next currency. And the next currency is the Lebanese Pounds, which is also a lira. And yes, Italy also used pounds, but they call it a lira. Lira means pound in Latin. So there are countries out there that use the lira, which means they technically use the pounds, but it's just the name. So these are Lebanese pounds, like with Italy. These banknotes are from 1,000 to 100,000. Though these are present day notes. These are the old banknotes. So there's nothing really much to discuss with the portraits in here. The 5,000 just has boxes and boxes on the front and on the back, but we will discuss it again later with the security feature. However, on the 1,000 note, this is something interesting. So you can see over here, these are Arabic letters down there. So you can see Aleph all the way to the last letter. Let's just take this letter for an example. That this letter right here, can you see that? So if we go up, we can see a different letter. But no, that's the same letter. But years or centuries back, we can see another letter here. But no, that's not a different letter. It's the same letter, but it's just centuries and years back, and we can see another one again. So basically, this is the evolution of this letter, or this is the evolution of this of the Arabic letters. In the back, however, the back is in French, and French doesn't use the Arabic letters. Instead, they use the Latin letters. So you can see up here, that one right there. You can see the letter B. But when we go here, you can see what looks like a runes type of B or something. I don't know. Then over here, that this is the beta letter in Greek. And lastly over here, that is the beginning of the letter B depicted here. So yeah. The security features for both banknotes are just the same. It has these lines. This is called a security stripe, but I call it a strip. So if you tilt this, it changes color. There is raised printing in the banknote. Over here, you just touch this, then it feels raised. There's also raised printing over here, everywhere in the banknote. So this thing right here, and there's a watermark again. So we can see the Sadar tree of Lebanon and the Arabic numeral 1000. And you can see this thing forming a line. Over here on the top right, there is a latent image of the Sadar tree once again. And over at the back, there's a UV feature. So apparently, it's just a denomination sign. You can see on the 1000 it says BTL 1000. You can see the line just light up. 5000. BTL 5000. On the back side of the 5000 note, there's these lines again, raised lines. So yeah, these are the Lebanese Pounds. Let's get to the next currency. For the next currency, we have the Swedish Kronor. I only have one. So this is a 20 kronor from Sweden. The front features Selma Ortila Lovisa Lagerlöf. She was a Swedish writer. She published her first novel, Gustav Berling's Saga, at the age of 33. She was the first woman to win the Nobel Prize in Literature, which she was awarded in 1909. Additionally, she was the first woman to be granted a membership in the Swedish Academy in 1914. Over here on the side, Selma Lagerlöf driving the horse carriage. Selma Lagerlöf is driving the horse carriage. Why did they put it like that? For Värmland landscape, and a brief extract from Gustav Berling's Saga, which is these texts right here. At the back has a passage motif from Lagerlöf's book Niels Holgersson's Wonderful Journey through Sweden. Mouse and Morton, the flying goose, flying over the flatlands of Scania or Skåne in southern Sweden. Security features are once again a watermark, a singular line, and apparently there are no UV features because I've checked this last time. There is raised printing, however, especially in the word Sveriges Riksbank and in the word Swedish Kronor, and I've written number 20 as well. So this is the Swedish Kronor. Let's get into the next one. So the next one is Iranian Rial. So we have 500 Iranian Rials. Just a question, do you know any YouTuber from Iran? Well, I know a YouTuber from Iran, but he's not living in Iran anymore, but he was once from Iran, and his name is Electroboom or Mehdi Siddiqar. I really hope Electroboom sees this video, but if not, then that's okay. But I am pretty sure he has probably stumbled upon these banknotes before he moved to Canada. These banknotes are from the 80s, early 80s until mid 90s. The front features a large prayer gathering at the center. And over here, this man right here, this gentleman right here, his name is Ayatollah Khomeini. Ayatollah Khomeini was an Iranian revolutionary. I don't have any script for that, but from what I've heard, he was a revolutionary and he led Iran from the monarchy to a republic. We can see him again in this watermark, but we will check that later. Over on the lower left is Fezia Madrasa Seminary. The back has the entrance to the University of Tehran. University of Tehran is the oldest and most prominent Iranian university located in the capital, Tehran, in Iran. Based on its historical, social, cultural, and political pedigree, as well as its research teaching profile, University of Tehran has been nicknamed the Mother University. So, the security features include raised printing, once again, Italian raised printing. There's a watermark over here of Ayatollah Khomeini. There's a line here with words, but I can't quite see that. There is a see-through register in here, once again, of a bird and some flowers. And yes, there are UV security features. So you can see the what they call this, the zero numbers just show up. Then there is these lines. Then the line over here that I was saying with the words it close up. There's more in the back. So yes, this is the Iranian Rials. Let's get to the next one, which is another Muslim country. The next currency is the Italian Lira, and this particular note, this was made back in 1970. This was during when Turkey had. Wait, did I just say Italian lira? No, this is the Turkish lira. I'm so sorry. Okay, so this is the Turkish lira. So, like I said, this was made back in 1970 during Turkey's hyperinflation. So this is a 50,000 note. But now they've redenominated the currency, and the currency is doing all good now. So if you check the new notes, it's actually redesigned as well. So on the front, since the beginning, I think, or after Turkey, the Republic of Turkey was formed after the Ottoman, Turkey has produced notes with probably the image. I actually don't know about this. Let's say that after the Ottoman fell and Turkey became a republic, I think they've sticked with the image of Mustafa Kemal Atatürk. So Mustafa Kemal Atatürk was the founder and dictator of Turkey. Well, he's not really that bad of a dictator. In fact, I don't think he was even a dictator at all. He actually kind of improved the country of Turkey. The back of the note has the Grand National Assembly, or the Parliament of Turkey in Ankara, which is now a museum of the War of Independence and museum of the Republic. Security features once again include raised printing, intaglio printing, this line right here, and a see-through register, and a watermark of the bigger portrait. They've just flipped Atatürk's image. Okay, so this watermark is kind of what they call this, kind of detailed. I have seen Japanese banknotes before. It's in a video, but I've seen Japanese banknotes watermark, and to be honest, in my opinion, they are so detailed, and I'd love to obtain a Japanese banknote someday. The UV features, however, and I think it's only the numbers just glowing up. There's also these small lines, but I think the camera cannot see them. Anyways, this is the Turkish Lira. Let us move on to the next currency. So these next three currencies are again in a hyperinflation. Most of the currencies I have here are having an inflation, because I guess they're the cheapest ones to buy, but yeah. So I have the Venezuelan Bolivares. So I have the denomination of 500, 1,000, and 100,000. The BCV, or the Banco Central. I think Banco Central Venezuela. Is that right? Banco Central de Venezuela. So they redesigned the 100,000 note because people mistake it for a 100 Bolivares note, even though it says here 100,000, which means 100 and 1,000. So we'll start with 100,000 note. So on the front it features the liberator of Venezuela. His name is Simon Jose Antonio de la Santísima Trinidad Bolivar Palacios Ponte y Blanco. He was a Venezuelan military and political leader who led what are currently the countries of Colombia, Venezuela, which is this currency, which is this currency. Oh gosh, I'm so sorry. Which is where this currency comes from: Venezuela, Ecuador, Peru, Panama, and Bolivia, to independence from the Spanish Empire. He is known colloquially as El Libertador, or Liberator of America. in northern Venezuela, and Guyana as well, which is a English-speaking country in South America. Also, did you know there's a Dutch-speaking country in South America as well? That country is Suriname. Let's move on to the next denomination, which features the 1000 note. The front of the portrait, features Pedro Camejo, also known as Negro Primero, or the first black. He was a Venezuelan soldier that fought with the Royal Army and later with the Independence Army during the Venezuelan War of Independence, reaching the rank of lieutenant. The nickname Negro Primero was inspired by his bravery and skill in handling spears, and because he was always in the first line of attack on the battlefield. It is also attributed to his having been the only black officer in the army of Simon Bolivar. The back features giant armadillos, or Amadeus, I think, colloquially Tatu Canastra, Tatu Ocaro, or Tatu Careta, is the largest living species of armadillo. It lives in South America, ranging throughout as far south as northern Argentina. This species is considered vulnerable to extinction. Also, they are anteaters, which means just eat ants and termites. Lastly, the 500 note, which features Sebastián Francisco de Miranda y Rodriguez de Espinosa, or commonly known as Francisco de Miranda. He was a Venezuelan military leader who fought in the American Revolutionary War, the French Revolution, and the Spanish-American Wars of Independence. He is regarded as a precursor of South America's liberation from the Spanish Empire, and remains known as the first universal Venezuelan and the great universal American. The back features a beluga whale, though I am not really sure. I tried searching for its Spanish name. It gave me nothing, so I just stayed with beluga whale. Beluga whales are is an Arctic and subarctic cetacean. And how the fuck do you? I'm sorry. I don't know how do you pronounce that. It is one of two members of the family Monodontidae, along with the narwhal, and the only member of the genus Delphinopterus. Gosh. See, I'm glad that there are languages that branched from Latin, because Latin itself is also hard to pronounce or to speak. Also, did you know why Latin America is named Latin America? Because Spanish came from the, Latin language. And also, South America has a part of France, which is French Guyana. Though I don't really think Latin America is fully Latin, because in South America we got Suriname and Guyana, which speaks English, and Suriname, which speaks Dutch. Then in Central America we got Belize, which speaks English as well. British occupied territories. So the 100,000 features this color-changing ink. So if I tilt this or something, it changes color, obviously. There is a watermark. There is this security strip. This one just has a different security strip. This one is a bit trippy, and it has UV features as well. Just mostly features these small lines. And yeah, this is the Venezuelan Bolivares, and we are moving to our last currency. And for the last one, we have the Egyptian pound. This is 100 Egyptian pounds, so yeah. This actually costs 200 or 300 Philippine pesos. So I got a kind of high value note. Okay. So let's start with the front. The back is something you would expect on Egyptian banknotes, but on the front, let's start with the Mosque Madrasa of Sultan Hassan. It is a monumental mosque and madrasa located in Salah al-Din Square in the historic district of Cairo, Egypt. It was built between 1356 and 1363 during the Bahri Mamluk period, commissioned by Sultan al-Nasir Hassan. The mosque was considered remarkable for its massive size and innovative architectural components, and is still considered one of the most impressive historic monuments in Cairo today. The back, get ready for this, has the Great Sphinx of Giza. We all know the Sphinx. It is a limestone statue of a reclining sphinx, a mystical creature with the head of a human and the body of a lion. Facing directly from west to east, it stands on the Giza Plateau on the west bank of the Nile in Giza, Egypt. The base of the sphinx appears to represent the pharaoh Khafra. The original shape of the sphinx was cut from the bedrock and has since been restored with layers of limestone blocks. So, yeah, once again, the security features. The watermark features the sphinx and the denomination. There's an embossed print of the number 100 in Arabic numerals right over here. There's a see-through register of the eye of R. I forgot what the eye was, but yeah. As you can see, it is a see-through register right there. Of course, there's entirely raised printing once again. There's this security strip where I think if you tilt this, the image becomes different. It shifts from the letter B, I think, to the I. Over here is color changing. Is the color changing thingy. So if you tilt this, it's from green, and it turns into blue. And another line right here. There are two security lines, or security strips as they call it. There is a latent image right here. A latent image is another tilt. When you tilt this just the right way, you might see the numbers. There are UV security features as well. It just features these small lines over here. There's like words and stuff. If you can see them, I don't know. Same for the back. Yeah, this video. I hope you learned something new and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you all